OCO, OCO. Hi in Cherokee. Yeah, the wind is my breath. The wind is your breath. It's a beautiful thing. I find the wind so nurturing, even when it's tough. There's a care about it. So, just for the record, I'm not an Indian. I don't want to be an Indian. I love Indians. And I've been fortunate to have some Indian teachers who have said that there's some beautiful teachings from a long time ago that they have given me permission to share. Other things that I'm sharing are from Siberia or Central America or a zillion non-native, beautiful, beautiful teachers, non-indigenous to this particular period of time, whereas everybody is indigenous if they go far enough into their ancestry, indigenous to some beautiful land or terrain, coast. That one of the things you probably know that I'm just so enthusiastic about is for people to reclaim a deep sacred knowledge of their land, spiritual, physical, mental, scientific, just really knowing the land at a whole new level. And what I've noticed is that when people get closer and closer to the earth, when they start to feel the ancestral spirits, and they're just realizing how much love permeates this universe and permeates the trees and the plants and the sky and the clouds, is they get in touch with what, for better phrases, non-love. It's a hurt, it's a trauma, it's a place where they got banged up and they might disassociate, they might go into some unskillful patterned behavior, codependency, addiction, doing things that they'd rather not be doing. But it's it's trying to get worked out. And sometimes in meditation, in shamanic journeying, in deep, deep love of the land, these unhealed parts of ourselves can come out. And if you're a healer or a psychotherapist or a medicine person or something like that, I think the main thing I want to say is you got a sacred being or sacred beings, if it's a group, in your care, and your ethical responsibility is absolutely of the highest, that they are looking at you in a way that they want to know about a different way than they may have experienced in the past. So if you're getting into a leadership role, I just want to ask you to pray, really pray that when you are working with an individual or a group, that you ask to be a free, open vessel, an empty bone, that you're here to serve the loving infinite intelligence that permeates existence. That's what you're doing in that role, whether you know it or not. So I feel very strongly about this, that um, people come a lot of times vulnerable and in pain. They might not even know it. But if you're in the healing profession, uh, ethics are number one, that your love needs to be as unconditional and as non-transactional as possible. You with me?